Hello, this is Julia. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we will be building this green Victorian home, and I'm super excited to be sharing this build with you because I think that it turned out just amazing and I'm very happy with it. And I really hope that you guys will like it as much as I do. So I know that this is not my usual style. I think I've made like one Victorian build before this one, so I don't really make these that much, but I was like super inspired to make something in this Victorian style because I have kept seeing these like on Instagram and on Facebook and on Pinterest, and I really wanted to make something like that myself. And I was actually inspired by one picture that I saw on Pinterest. So there was like this super cute tiny green Victorian, and I really wanted to make something similar to that in The Sims. And I think that I nailed it, and this really reminds me of that house, even though this is not like a replica or anything. Like, this is very different in many ways, but it still reminds me of that house. I'm very happy with how this home turned out, and I'm really happy that I ended up making it, even though it is not like my usual style. So it was very interesting, and I feel like I really got my inspiration and motivation back when I started making this build, because if you've seen any of my recent videos, I have been complaining a little bit about losing motivation and inspiration, and I feel like I finally got that back, like really got it back, so that I can really like feel super motivated and super inspired when I'm building, and that makes me just super happy. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that I think that I'm finally past the no motivation or inspiration kind of phase, so that is amazing, and I'm just so excited about it. So moving on, this home has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, and there is also a home office. So there is not many bedrooms, of course, because it is quite a small home, but it is very nice for a little family, and I just love that. And I would actually kind of enjoy playing in this home, I think, because I feel like this is so nice and it looks so pretty, and I just love the Victorian house kind of look, even though it is not my like go-to style with houses, but I really enjoyed making it. So I built this on a 20 by 15 lot, so it is a very small lot. So I felt like this house was actually like surprisingly big compared to this lot, and I was like really surprised about all the things that I could fit in this house, and that made me just super happy. But yeah, I'm just like kind of amazed by that still, because I was like expecting that it was gonna be like super tight and all the rooms would need to be like super small and with like no space for anything, and just like stuffing the rooms with everything that you kind of like need to have. And I don't know, sometimes that can be like a real challenge, but I didn't have to do that with this home because it was like surprisingly spacious, and that makes me very happy. But anyway, about the floor plan that I made for this home, I think that it turned out very nice, and I was like surprised about how easy it was for me to come up with it, because I have really been struggling with coming up with floor plans for my houses lately. So I don't know what has been like wrong with me, but it has been like so hard to come up with a good floor plan, and I keep on like changing them in between like making the home, and it is so annoying, but it was easy for me to make the floor plan for this home, and that makes me super happy. And I think that the floor plan turned out so good, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. So yeah, that is amazing. And I wanna like mention my favorite rooms from this home. So I think that the kitchen and maybe like the master bedroom are my favorite rooms from this home, and I especially love the kitchen. I think that it looks so cute and so pretty, and I just love everything about it, and I really hope that you guys will like it as well. So I wanted to mention that the packs that I used here, I didn't really like think about it at all when I was building this. So I really used whatever packs I felt like were good for this home, but I actually ended up using a lot of base game objects. So it has a lot of base game items, but it also has some things from packs, and I can't even remember how many packs I used, probably quite many. So there was like many individual items that I used from packs. So it is very much not a limited pack build, but I really love this home and I really had a lot of fun making it, and I really hope that you guys will like this build as much as I do, even though it is not like my usual style, and that makes me actually like kind of nervous about this because, you know, I don't make this kind of homes, so I don't really know if I got it right or anything. So I know that it might not be like a perfect like example of a Victorian home, but I really tried to make it look like Victorian, and I added some things that made it feel more like made by me. So yes, it is my version of a Victorian home, so I guess that is fine. And yeah, I really hope that it won't be like too bad, or you know, if someone really like knows a lot of things about Victorian homes, I'm really sorry if it bothers you that this is probably not very well done comparing to like other builders that might like make many Victorian homes and they really like know what they're doing. But I really tried my best, so I guess that it just has to be enough. I guess I'm happy with it. So anyway, moving on, I wanna say something about the living room of this home. So I feel like the living room is kind of basic and it's really small, so there is not a lot of space in there, but I really like it and I think that it looks super cute. But I kind of wish that I had like some better ideas for it, but yeah, it ended up being kind of basic, but I think that it is just fine. You know, not everything needs to be super special all the time. And yeah, I think that it is just fine. But anyway, moving on. About the office that I made for this home, it is very tiny, but it is like fully functional. I did playtest it and it worked just fine, so I'm very happy about that. And it has this kind of like a weird shape, and I really love it that I ended up placing the like, do you know, the kind of like window bench? I don't know what it's called, but anyway, I ended up placing that, and then there is like basically just a desk in there, so that's like the whole office. But anyway, I really think that it turned out very nice, and I actually used the same like window bench. I have no idea if you know what I'm talking about, but I used that same object in the kitchen and I also love it in there. So I really enjoyed using that object in this build, and I'm kind of happy that I finally had some use for that, because I feel like I don't really have a lot of houses that I would have used that in. Like, I always want to use it, but then I just don't find any good use for it, or I don't make, you know, like those kind of windows that you could put them in, so then I just end up not using them. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to use that. I'm very happy about that. So anyway, about the bedrooms that I made for this home, they ended up being like probably the biggest rooms in this entire house. And I think that it is kind of funny, I guess, because, the other rooms are like kind of small compared to the bedrooms. But I guess that it's kind of nice that they have some more space in the bedrooms when all the other like living spaces are quite small. But anyway, the bedrooms turned out very nice and very beautiful, exactly what I would like imagine in a Victorian home, even though I am really not an expert, so I don't really know what Victorian homes even look like from the inside, but I just tried to make something that I felt like could be like good for a Victorian home. So yeah, I really hope that it is like at least a little bit accurate, or that it is like at least decent or something like that. But anyway, I'm still very like happy with this home, and I don't really like care that much if it's not like a perfect example of a Victorian home. But I really had a lot of fun making it, and I think that it looks gorgeous, so that's really what matters, and it makes me super happy. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap up this voiceover now. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye bye!